Hi.
Hi, Miranda. Nice to meet you.
Miranda, nice to meet you too.
So the director said that he actually wrote the script with you in mind. What does that feel like? Did you feel any pressure? Or was it all in good fun?
Well, he's my brother, and we have made movies before, and this movie was in the works for about 4 years, I think. So I had a lot of time to get over any pressure or any kind of unease that I was having. But it was still, when someone asks you to be the lead of a movie and something they've created and poured over, I didn't take it lightly either. I wasn't like, oh, sweet, my brother gave me a movie. In fact, it was the other way around. We worked really closely together on sort of getting it to where it was and getting Chase cast in the role. And it was a lot of hard work before we got there. And then once we got there, it was like really, it was quite a harrowing experience shooting it too. I mean, we were up in the top of the mountains in Revelstoke, BC, in very cold conditions for the most part, trudging all over the mountain, you know, and it's like a two-hander survivalist film in the mountains. So there was a lot of work to be done, but I really relished the fact to do a movie with my brother and get the opportunity to do that. Those are like deathbed moments, you know, where you get to I couldn't have cared less of this movie if any of this ever happened or if we ever got a release at all. It's just like something that you have the rare privilege to do with someone that means that much to you, and you know, could end up being a piece of shit and I still would have loved doing it. So, but it didn't, fortunately. It's good. So.
And then speaking of those terrible conditions, what was the hardest part about filming in all of that snow? Carrying Chase Crawford for scenes, or?
That wasn't fun. He's a big dude. I'm a big guy, but he's a 200 plus, you know. I think he's 6'1". No, is he 5'11"?
Oh, he's tall.
He's tall. I mean, I'm 6', 250, 240. And he's 6, I think, 210 or 215. But he was also soaking wet, and I was carrying a sled covered in, you know, bags and wood, and it was not a very well-made sled. But no, the hardest part of the movie, I think, was getting wet whenever we had to get into the lake. Literally, a freezing.
You actually did get into the lake?
Yeah, well, Chase was in a wetsuit underneath, but I wasn't, and I had to run in. I thought, I'll go up to my shins or whatever. But in reality, if you watch the movie, I go into my waist.
It's because you're the brother. He doesn't care about you as much.
He really doesn't. He's been doing that to me my whole life. But that sucked, man. Going home after those nights where you're completely soggy. And I mean, even in the snow, you get totally wet and bogged down. But it still is fun, though. It's fun. It's I feel bad for people who have to, shoot those kind of environments in a digital way or on a green screen or gimbal or whatever. When you have the real environment to react to and to live in, it makes it really fun and believable for you as an actor, and it makes it that much more memorable, I think, you know.
And would you have survived if you were in that situation, or what would you have done differently?
I'd be fucking dead. I'd be dead. I wouldn't have even made it up to the cabin in the first place. Yeah. I would have spun out off the road and crashed my truck and rolling a joint on the steering wheel in the movie. I think that's when I would have died. That's when I would have died right there.
Would have been a good way to go.
Yeah, except for I didn't get to smoke the joint yet. So it would have been a totally sober death experience trying to get high.
But you have the cookies.
The joint. Yeah, but I hadn't eaten those cookies yet. If you really want to get into it, my character's probably high all the time. So, but no, yeah. I don't know if I'm a good survivalist or not. I certainly have been in some very perilous situations, and I'm alive, but it was all seemed like dumb luck, a lot of it. Yeah, so I don't know.
And I know the ending left it kind of open, but do you hope that they kept the baby?
Yeah, I do. I have 2 kids myself, and felt like being in that character's skin and being that trepidatious about being a parent was really weird for me, because I'm such a proud parent. So, yeah, I wanted to nudge him all the time. Just come on, dude, man up and have a fucking baby. It'll change your life and be the best thing you ever did, which is certainly the case for me. So yeah, I definitely wanted them to have their baby.
Thank you.
And it would be a cute ass baby.
It would.
Right? Is there any doubt?